Okay, now this video is going to be about helping to define where your strengths are going to be. Because to me, there's two different kinds of musical players, right? There's going to be rhythmic players, and then there's going to be melodic players. And once you discover whether you or your friends, what kind of player you are, that will help you define where your talent is going to lie, okay? Me, personally, I'd love to be a great lead guitar player, but I'm actually a natural rhythmicist. The way I play is that I play big, loud, rhythmic fills and things like that. I'm not necessarily a melodic player. Now, as you're looking at the groove of your band, which is going to be really important because the groove is basically what gets people dancing and what is the real strength of your band. Like, it's the tightness, is the groove, right? So you've got to have you've got to work out whether you're a rhythmicist or a melodic player, right? Because if you're battling against yourself and your true talents, you won't really be able to express what it is you do. So now that I've discovered that I'm really a rhythmic player, what I do is find other players that accentuate what I do. And you'll discover this, and once again, you can get involved in the consulting process if you need help with this, is how, when you discover what sort of player you are. But usually a rhythmic player will be driving, okay? A driving beat kind of guy, like that's kind of the rhythmic player. Like, that's a guitar player. A bass player will be like do 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 do. And, you know, drummers often tend to be rhythmic players, but some of them can be melodic, you know, kind of jazz players. But lead guitarists, on the other hand, tend to be usually melodic players, and what they'll do is let you establish the groove and then sit back off it and make colourful patterns out of it, or make colourful musical connections. And when we get into the practice studio, I'll kind of try and demonstrate this a little bit. And if you've got a good rhythmic player and a good melodic player working together, boy, that can be a really incredible way to really put out your talents. You know what I mean? So practice a little bit on discovering whether or not you're a rhythmic player or a melodic player, and start looking for those that can accentuate you. Because if you, for example, if you've got two really rhythmic guitar players, you're going to have to develop some melodic stylings, otherwise you'll end up playing the same thing. And we'll talk a little bit about how, when we get into the practice studio, how not to, you have to be doing different things and working together. If you're all doing the same thing, it just sounds like one big, huge, overpowering mess of noise, and there's no musicality into it, okay? So this video was about discovering whether or not you're a rhythmic or a melodic player.